How to cast a TayCo over the shoe. In some cases, such as moderate to severe ankle deformities, it may be necessary to create a custom cast for your patient's custom TayCo brace. This cast can be sent directly to SureStep, where our fabricators will create a custom TayCo that's sure to be both comfortable and supportive. Keep in mind that for mild ankle deformities, the patient can be accommodated by TayCo's usual custom measurement process. Let's take a look at the tools we'll need to create a custom cast. You will need a bucket filled with warm water, fiberglass casting material, enough for 2 layers around the foot and ankle, surgical tubing, bias stockinette, a plastic bag, scissors, and something to cut the cast, like a cast knife or a cast saw. Now that we have all of our supplies, it's time to get started. Place the plastic bag over the shoe. In order to keep the bag stationary, roll the bias stockinette over the plastic up the length of your patient's calf. Now, on to casting. Dunk the fiberglass casting material in the bucket of warm water. Squeeze the material to remove excess water. Lay the surgical tubing down along the patient's shin. With the surgical tubing in place, begin to wrap the patient's calf and foot with the fiberglass casting material, starting at the mid-calf and moving down towards the foot. Remember, the entire area needs to be wrapped with 2 layers of casting material, and the surgical tubing should remain exposed at each end of the cast. With the lower leg wrapped, it's time to allow the cast to set. Return the patient's foot to the ground with the ankle set at a 90-degree angle. In order to recreate weight-bearing conditions, place one hand on top of the patient's knee and push down into the floor, applying a fair amount of force. Keep applying force in this position for 5 minutes or until the cast hardens. Now that it's hardened, it's time to remove the cast. Grab the surgical tubing and pull to remove it from the cast. Notice a ridge has formed along the top of the cast. Using your cast knife or cast saw, cut along the ridge in the cast. Before removing the cast, use scissors to cut the bias stockinette and plastic bag from the patient's foot. Remove the plastic bag, bias stockinette, and cast from the patient. You can discard the stockinette and plastic bag. Now you have your finished cast. Send it to SureStep, and we'll take care of the rest.